beats. I think.
Shining like diamonds. Come on. Hustle all day, playboy, non-stop. 24/7 on the grind, getting wild. If you ain't about your money, get your ass off the block. If you ain't about your money, get your ass off the block. Hustle all day, playboy, non-stop. 24/7 on the grind, getting wild. If you ain't about your money, get your ass off the block. If you ain't about your money, get your ass off the block. You can bet your bottom dollar I'm a rider by the flows that I'm providing. Sliding slow with open tires round the corner, coasting by a flyer thing you ever seen. Your desire in your dream. Let the fire take you higher. I admire getting green, sitting clean. Hustle harder till I make it. If my daughter's sitting naked, fuck you starving. I'm
What up? What up? What up?
Yo.
Let's go all day, not stop.
Sports.
It's AAA Sports. I am Jay. That's Reggie Knows Sports. That's
So
Teran.
Reg.
And that's D80.
Teran in the building. I don't
And
know
we
how
got
to
Big
flip
Chicken
the
in the
game,
back doing what he do best.
What up, Big Chicken?
Episode 10. Let's go.
What's up? What's up? What's up? How everybody feeling first and foremost?
Good.
Doing
good.
real
How y'all?
good. Reg talking crazy. Teran talking crazy.
Teran talking big crazy. Teran on here. I'm telling everybody, Teran says the greatest No Limit rapper ever.
Actually, there should be a question about that, but nobody ever talked about who the greatest ever on the
Reg
list.
don't never speak the truth.
Snoop.
He's the only one who speaks the truth. I speak the
Snoop.
truth too.
Snoop is the sweetest artist they ever had.
Mystical number 2.
Yep.
Or you could cheat and say Snoop number 1, and because they technically was signed UGK.
So what was Romeo?
Then Mystical 3rd. Oh, Romeo, you know what? Forget it. Romeo number 1.
You said you really done lost it.
That's one of the hardest beef though. Him and Bow Wow go. They just want to talk to him.
Classic.
No.
Oh, C5 with the new setup at the new house. Yeah.
Hey, what up, C5? I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to him right now. Me and C5 gonna have words when we see each other.
Oh man, the beef is on.
Hey, bro, I don't even know if I can even talk about the Tigers. The way they got whooped on the first game, man.
Nah, man, whatever, man.
You're
You know what
being
happened.
very modest.
Yeah, he is. Bullshit.
Being very modest. I appreciate it. Let's move on.
Move on. All right, Big Chicken. Let's get this started. Anybody got anything they want to talk about before we jump into college football? Anything come up? Anything new? Any news? Anything important they want to address before we let it go?
One of y'all got a lighter? No, I'm just.
Need myself a lighter so I can't take a smoke. I lope every day.
I smoke every day.
With my heel, you and DN, my homie.
All right, Big Chicken. Let's go into college football.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government.
This that make it go dumb shit. Walk up on them and I ask them where you from, bitch. Yeah, this that make it go dumb shit. Boy, I go and pop the trunk.
Let's not bullshit around. Bama down, Bama down.
Woo!
Alabama being taken down by Vanderbilt.
That's the level.
And Vanderbilt's number 1 win against a first-rated team.
Oh,
the entire time.
See the boys go down.
The sun shines on the dog's ass sometimes.
When you're a hater of the team, man, you love to see it.
Bro, I love to see it. Bro, listen, I was rooting for Bama the week before when they beat Georgia to the floor. Now I'm happy as hell. They ass got sent home with an L.
But you mess up my parlay, I want you to lose.
Oh,
wow. I say this.
Bama has problems on defense. That's their problem. They'll light your ass up. Now they're gonna get 35, 40 points on you, but they can't stop nobody.
That's been their problem for a while, though, honestly, because you know, every time we did that, receiver always emerges as a nice receiver, but
their whole
like honestly though, like Bama DBs though, they had some. It's crazy that they DB nice, but they can never stop the pass though for some reason.
Right.
at the amount of NFL players that they turn out every year, you got to understand that it's going to be some attrition at some point in time. And a lot of teams, not Vanderbilt, I'm sorry, I'm not going to give them that edge, but a lot of teams, especially the top tier teams, understand where Bama's weaknesses are at, right? Mm-hmm. And you go straight at that and you keep going and going and going. But the issue with other teams in the SEC, I don't want to say weak, because I'm not a Bama person, but is that the Roll Tide, they get excited for those other rivalry games. They get excited for the games that are ranked opponents. But for somebody like Vanderbilt, game, and I'm not saying this right now, I doubt they really even did any study on this team. I mean, I hate to say it.
They play to their competition level. When they play the Georgias and Ohio States, they, you know what I'm saying, they be ready. But I get what you're saying. Like,
they didn't take it serious. They didn't study. They didn't prep like they needed to.
I don't think they did because, in my opinion, I just think, you know.
I think Georgia the same way sometimes. That's why Kent State hung with them that 1 year, like 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't take them serious. Like, you know, he's just that much better than them. That's why they come away with them wins sometimes. But
yeah, so, you know, I'm not going to harp on Jalen Milroe too much on the game. I just keep it real with y'all. I just think it was a letdown game, and any team could have. That's why I
like hearing those stories, like how the quarter, like if you is a player, you know what I'm saying, and say you might have not got recruited by, you know what I'm saying, any of the D1s, D2s, all like that, how he had to go to junior college. You know, like I'm talking, they quarterback, he had to go to junior college first, and he was the third quarterback even at the junior college when he went there. And man, for him to get that role right there and to beat Bama, man, that story dope.
For you to be the third quarterback on a junior college team, listen, you must have had some of the most faith of any player of all time. Because that's what I'm saying. Like, but not only that, he ain't like, I would have gave up. Like, you know what?
Think about it, he could have been. Think about it, he could have been in a class where, you know, say like, you know, how, like Ohio and Pittsburgh and then Florida and all them got so many schools to where he could have man for his school, but they could have been in a division where it wasn't that good, even though the school was winning. So you know what I'm saying, but for you, you know how hard you had to work though to be the third string of JUCO to make your way to. I don't care if it's Vanderbilt or not. You to be a starting quarterback in D1.
Vanderbilt's a big school. Vanderbilt's
what I said, like to be like a powerhouse. To be third string, you had to be. I don't know what you had to be. That somebody just gave you a shot. Like, all right, you know what I'm saying, you could come on the team in third string and do end up beating Bama though.
Do you realize that? Do you realize that if we know people at that talent level, that's third string junior college level. It's a whole bunch of people we know like that.
Yeah. What's the difference from Missouri? Missouri last year, remember? He was D2. He played D2 4 years. Then went to Missouri D2, 2 years, and he balled out them 2 years. And now he in the NFL.
But you third string on junior college.
Yeah. That's unheard of. Man.
That's unheard of. That's a miracle story right there.
Yeah.
Thank you, baby Jesus.
Hold up. Jamar, didn't Cam Newton have a similar route?
But he went to college first. Cam had to go because he got in trouble at Florida. Like a lot of people get in trouble when they got to go to junior college. This dude ain't get recruited, period, by no D1 schools, D2 schools. You know what I'm saying? He had to go to junior college.
Did you see Cam Newton's highlights in junior college?
Yeah. But it's different too, though, because Cam was at D1. A lot of people get in trouble or their grades bad where they got to go. This dude just didn't get the looks. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling D80, listen, bro.
Oh.
They won a national championship. After he went to junior college for 1 year, it literally became a bidding war for that man.
He went to,
they
knew he won a national championship. Yeah.
Listen, they knew that whatever team got him, they was gonna win. So the stories about his father are true.
Okay. What's so crazy about Cam?
I just asked you more, man. That's all. I didn't remember. I meant to ask you.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker was unstoppable, bro.
All right, Big Chicken. What we got next?
Well, next up, we got another upset. We not done yet. Tennessee down. Tennessee down.
Woo! Love to see it.
Wow.
Football, man.
All they gonna say is that's strong, man. You know how that goes. Top to bottom, man. Vanderbilt been at the bottom forever.
Man, you right though. All they gonna do is still prop them up.
Yeah, that's all they gonna do. Top to bottom. That's how strong we are, man. Get out of here with that.
Y'all don't see this like what happened. This is one of the biggest upset weeks I've ever seen. But y'all don't see how it's laid perfectly for Alabama to take it all the way, or at least get right.
Yeah, they only you see where they at. Yeah, the fact that they beat Georgia, all they had to do is win out.
That's it. And
Georgia's
anybody
in
else
front of them right now, but they beat Georgia, so they gonna get the nod.
Listen. Anybody else that's in that way? Well, I'm gonna have to check their schedule, but I can pretty much guarantee anybody else in that way getting cooked because it's gonna be easy.
Bama gonna do it, man.
They don't play Texas this year, huh?
Who, Bama?
Yeah, I don't think they can beat them.
They played them the last 2 years, but they don't play them this year, I don't think.
Oh, Texas in the SEC this year?
Yeah, but remember, Bama played them 2 weeks ago, like twice in a
know.
row. But I don't know if they play them though. I don't know if they're on the schedule though.
Well, they're gonna have to play them in the SEC championship game.
They'd have been played already by now, I think.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to play them in the SEC championship game.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, Bama got with South Carolina coming up next. Then they go to Tennessee.
Damn, they got Tennessee.
And they got Missouri. Then they got LSU.
Easy.
Then they got Mercer.
Oh man.
And then they close it out with
Auburn.
No, I mean then they got Oklahoma. And then they close it out with Auburn. Yeah, then they close it out with Auburn.
I don't see them losing.
Only Tennessee one could be a good one.
Oh yeah, Nico playing
good.
I'm blitzing them. That's what I'm gonna do to them. I'm gonna see if the quarterback. Right.
Man, Missouri trash.
I'm talking about versus Tennessee.
And LSU,
that's gonna be a good game.
Yeah. No matter how sorry LSU is, LSU always plays up to that Alabama LSU rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you think Brian Kelly got it in him to beat Bama?
I think he can beat Bama, but I don't think he can make LSU the program. I mean, but LSU is LSU. They're normally consistent 9-3, 8-4 team, and then they every 5-6 years they get that one great season where they challenge or something. So everybody's down on him right now with them, but you see, there's a reason why they got rid of old boy that won him a title, whatever his name.
Orgeron.
Yeah, Orgeron.
Yeah, Orgeron.
Which I think was
they got rid of Les Miles, and all they did was continue the usual.
I don't think that none of them should have got fired. Truthfully, it's not
They
their fault.
had to fire Orgeron.
Oh yeah, he was messing around with the chicks too.
Yeah, that's what got him fired. But if he was winning games, there was the lawsuits. They'd have dealt with it.
Yeah. All right, big chicken.
Well, next up, we have Michigan struggling again, but Tuttle looking like the future.
For the season, yeah, he looked at like they actually had a quarterback, not a great quarterback, not a real good quarterback.
Oh, so they took out Orgy?
Yeah, he got taken out.
Yep. I think he was benched after the second quarter, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, he can't throw, man. He just booty butt cheeks.
Or maybe he's just not ready.
Man, he been there for 3 years.
He can still not be ready.
Orgy.
I know one game they're gonna lose for sure. They're gonna definitely lose to Ohio State, big time. So
did they play y'all this year?
Penn State, I'm not sure, but Ohio State is gonna wreck their ass. I think we're gonna beat them too.
I thought Penn State had a big game coming up.
Michigan does not play Penn State.
Oh.
But they have Oregon,
who does have
Indiana.
Who does Penn State have coming up?
USC.
Yeah, I knew they had a big game coming up. That's going to be a huge game right there, man. That is so huge. You know what, Reggie? I've like one time, and I think that's when they had this crazy running back guy. I can't remember who it was back in the day. But that's the only time I rooted. No.
Or Kajana Carter.
Come on.
Kajana Carter?
I think it was Kajana.
Mike Archie?
I'm trying to think of who. No, it'll come to me eventually. I can't remember who it was, but it wasn't none of those guys. It was
Larry Johnson?
I know he was just really, really good. Larry Johnson. Yeah. That's like the only time I ever found myself rooting for Penn State just because I thought he was just a beast of a freaking running back, man.
He was.
And it was just good to see. It was like, oh wow, you can just see it. But anyway, I believe that, and I got this whole thing about Deion headed to USC, and this helps out that trajectory. So we need Penn State to go do what they do, so USC, get that W, help us push Lincoln Riley to where he's gonna go, and then help catapult Deion into SC. Well, USC is SC because if you say SC,
I just don't like USC in the Big Ten. They should have stayed where they was at. They're gonna keep catching fades, man. They never gonna win that conference.
Yeah.
Never.
I mean, once Deion goes, because he'll have the money to back him.
I don't know. I can't see it.
But then I don't know because you don't really get the names on the back of your jerseys, and kids really want that. So I don't know. It might be I don't know.
If he can keep the kids that stay in LA there, he'll be in money. But it's too much competition. You got the Stanfords, you got the Oregon. And then now,
but you gotta have draw, and Deion is that draw. So I'm trying to tell you.
Dark Sage says they have an interesting question for this panel regarding college football. Go ahead and post your question, Dark Sage, and see if we can.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
As long as it was sports betting, I'm on it.
Well, while we wait for his question, I would like to bring something up. It was not in the topics, but we need to talk about Ashton Genty and talk about how amazing of a season he's having right now.
Oh my God, yes.
I think he's for a Heisman, and I'm sorry, I'm for it.
Me
I want
too.
this Heisman to happen.
Me too.
It's too amazing to
Man,
see.
if it wasn't for Travis Hunter, I'd say you do the Heisman.
No, he's doing way different than what Travis Hunter's doing. Two positions.
Can I ask you what
Ashton
you know?
is ascending beyond. What's up?
What
I
do you know
have
about
to
Boise?
agree with you. I have to agree
You say
with
what?
you, Big Chick. If them is his numbers
you know
right
about
now,
Boise?
they play 4 games.
Listen, the only reason I've watched Boise State is because of him, and I've watched him myself.
Is
And
it
I'm like, oh my
games or it's
God,
4 games? It's 5 games. Right?
Period.
It's 5 games. That's 5
5
games.
About Boise,
That's
and
period.
he's listen.
I don't
get
know
it.
much about Boise
State-
State except for they beat Oklahoma at one point, I think.
I know they got that
And
blue
to be
field. I know they put a good team together every now and then.
Listen, he's putting them on the map.
And he averaging.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Like that. Like you're right. Like Boise State wasn't done before he got there, but look, 186 yards for 3 touchdowns. This is from one game.
Wait a minute. I got a question.
Yeah.
How is this saying in the comments that I said ask the question?
When I do it on here, it thinking for everything. When I did it, I put. Ask the
I'm
question.
like I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah. Reggie, can you mind reading that real quick?
Okay, Dark Sage 9117 says, I am an Army fan and we are 5-0 this year, with a shot to be a group of 5 representative in the playoff, and we may be heading to an Army Navy AAC title game. I am wondering how other fans of other teams would react if one of them made it.
If one of them made it,
If one of them made it, would it be something other fan base would want to see? Would it be hard to cheer against them if they made it? For me, it's not going to be hard to cheer against them, but they not going to get in there. And the reason why they're not going to get in there is because they're not going to have to play nobody. If they go undefeated, it's because they didn't really play anybody. So
it depends how many losses people get too, though, huh? I would say too, though. If they go,
I think if they go undefeated, I'm sure somebody had to schedule them disrespectfully. Thinking that it was an easy win.
Well, won't they go automatically?
Don't they play like they play BYU, don't they?
they're not in the Power 5 conference, y'all. So I don't know about the automatic.
No, they're not. They're not in one of the conferences, but they're one of the
one of the ones that
right?
can get in.
Yeah, one of the outside ones that can get in. Yeah. Look at their schedule.
And with 12 teams, they get in if they go undefeated.
Yo, so have they beat already?
So was y'all curious? So I'm saying, what are you asking? Like,
Can you blow that up a little bit?
Watch that game?
Are y'all
So
sure
here's the,
about that they'll get in if they? I don't know.
Yeah, they'd be that one because it'd be that one that's out of conference that would get in. It's one that's out of conference gonna get in.
They in the
They got the
American.
best record. That is, they
They
got
in
the
the
best.
American.
They get in because they
Yeah.
play Notre Dame. They beat Notre Dame.
Oh yeah,
And they beat who was it? Tulsa
too.
and Air Force. Well, Air Force normally come, but
They've been losing lately now, huh?
yeah, they beat. Oh,
and North Texas been winning, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
East Carolina got one loss
Because
right
look
now.
who they
East Carolina
look,
got one
Lehigh,
loss right now.
Florida Atlantic, Rice, Temple,
It don't matter. They go there.
Tulsa,
They
UAB.
Notre
These
Dame
ain't
in.
play nobody. I don't know.
man, listen, if they go undefeated,
But if they want
especially if they beat Notre Dame, they're in.
See, that's why we need DJ, man. He know this stuff.
DJ Army, no DJ a Navy fan. All because his cousin got an account at
Yeah,
Navy
look at
Federal
Navy
Credit Union.
DJ who?
Yo, Dark Sage, I think the people will be I think there's a lot of people who will root for him because everybody always loves an underdog. And what more better than one of your military branches to go ahead and make it that far to get into the playoffs, especially a school like Army, where Army never gets the respect that maybe a Navy or even the Air Force. It's like out of three of them, probably the least respected one when it comes to football. So I think it would be a story. I don't think they'll win their first round matchup, but I think that they'll get in there and it'll be a story, and a lot of people will be rooting for them.
When do Army play Navy this year? Because they both undefeated, right?
That's the last game of the season for them, right? Yeah,
I think that's
Yeah.
always their last game.
That sucks. That'd have been if they both would go undefeated. That'd be dope.
Oh,
Nah, I would
that's
root for
impossible.
him for sure.
I
I'm
said
looking
that'd
at their
be dope.
schedule. They got the same exact schedule basically. It's almost impossible for both of them to go.
That's what I'm
undefeated.
saying. If they both won till they met each other, that'd have been dope.
yeah.
I know who's
game-
gonna beat Navy.
Oh,
South
that game
Florida
was
is gonna beat Navy. Watch.
I have no qualms about
Army,
that
Army
pick.
too.
East Carolina ain't they 4-1 right now too. I think.
That's
They
another
they
one
want
that's
to
gonna beat
beat
them too.
Didn't they beat James Madison?
I think James Madison's still undefeated, right?
Nah, they got upset last week too. That other team they got upset. It was like 7 teams they got upset. It was the 6 and then it was them.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it, Dark Sage. I don't see no way the Army's gonna go undefeated. I don't see it.
I love to see it though.
I'm there for it. What we got next, Big Chicken?
I don't see it.
Next up, we got the Big Ten looking good. Big Ten looking good for the season.
Number 2, number 3, number 4.
That's it, really though.
18, 24, 23.
Number 2 and
conference
3
is
though. Unless
confusing,
if that game close, they straight. Like somebody ain't gonna move back that far. But if somebody get blew out between Ohio State and
Yeah,
Oregon
does Ohio State play Oregon yet?
this week,
Saturday.
This week.
Okay, and then we have Penn State playing USC, right?
Yeah.
It's too small. Is this?
Penn State gonna have their way with USC, man.
I'm really hoping so. I need that to be a thing. So that's why I'm rooting for Penn State. Okay, no, I'm good. Okay, I thought
Whoever win this
played,
game gonna be number 1 off rip in the next week. Whoever win out of Ohio State or Oregon gonna be number 1.
I can't believe they got Ole Miss at number 9 still.
Bro, that's SEC bullshit, man.
And they still got Tennessee at 8.
Right.
And they still got Alabama at 7. I mean,
Alabama deserved to be at number 7. They beat Georgia.
Man, Indiana.
you
What
beat
is the
Georgia,
love
but then
for
you lost to the
Indiana?
worst team.
Bro, how did they
That's what I
got
was
3
trying to
teams?
say.
shot
Georgia.
Like you can beat Georgia, and Georgia lost to a team that lost to Vanderbilt. So like they both look bad.
But listen, they should be ranked ahead of Georgia because clearly they're the better team, right?
Indiana getting played. They been balling.
I just feel like there's other teams that could go there. You know,
got
Turan's
weapons,
Iowa
man.
State could have went there. You know what I'm saying?
Indiana, listen,
Yeah.
right now, Indiana look good. 2 weeks from now,
I took
3
Iowa
weeks,
State out of there, though.
you're not gonna feel that same way because they're gonna have to play either Ohio State, Penn State, Oregon, somebody like that, and they're gonna get that body rock for sure.
Well, Let's talk about a player not in the top 25, but the worst 25. Let's talk about DJU out for the season.
Woohoo! Yippee! Oh, baby, we might do it.
Might turn the season around, man.
We about to go undefeated from here on out now.
Y'all win 3 games, boy. Y'all.
Oh, won't he do it? I'm joking.
Y'all silly, man. I can't believe it. I don't believe what I'm hearing.
Whoa, we back.
Wow.
We never left. I got that out my.
So who's starting now? Who's starting now?
Yeah, Brock Glenn. I'll take that over anything over DJU. Man, listen,
I'm not familiar with Brock Glenn.
He's not that great, but he's better.
Then he played during the conference championship.
Yeah,
for y'all.
Yeah,
and
he
the
was
other
true
game.
Freshman in. He was. To be fair, we got hope in him because Ohio State was committed there and we stole him. But Ohio State might have set us up for failure and we didn't know it. So
fooled you. Come on.
Fooled you. So but nah, Brock Glenn. Listen, it was so bad. I was willing to take Orgy over DJU.
Wow.
It was that bad.
What kind of injury did he get?
He broke his hand. He probably really ain't break his head. He got a sprained thumb, but we gonna count it as that and send him damn way.
So is he going to the NFL, y'all?
No, he gonna sit out. He redshirted.
Yeah,
he gonna transfer.
Injury red shirt.
Yep. Medical red shirt.
They been on, man. Who the heck gonna get this kind of shot, man?
Iowa State.
Like, if we go to like YSU, that'd be dope. Like, don't tell me school, man. It'd be big as heck like that. Like, man, he need to go to D1AA.
That's funny.
This cat said go to Alcorn State in challenge.
Like, go to one of those. Man.
Bro, you wrong for that.
Like, go to Jackson State, man. Go to like, why not? Last year, man.
Yo,
you go to Jackson State.
Go to
Jackson State. They're going to the national championship.
Yeah,
go to Colorado. They gonna need a
Colorado gonna need a quarterback next year.
They sure is.
They ain't gonna want that dude.
If anybody can turn him around,
wouldn't that be like his 10th year in the league?
Nah, he's played all 4 years. Just
like Bo Nix.
He just played a lot all 4 years. So
he Bo Nix, but worse, like way worse, like incredibly worse.
Yeah, Bo Nix can throw.
But let's talk about Bo Nix's old team, the Oregon Ducks versus the Buckeyes. We talked about it a little bit. Let's talk about it a little more.
Whoa! Let's go Bucks!
This is the game of the year so far.
Yeah, it is.
Next to Alabama game, yeah. I think it's definitely second. I don't think it's going to be the Alabama-Georgia game, but it's definitely second. I don't think there's going to be a better
Alabama-Georgia was a crazy-ass game, though.
Yeah, that was. At first, it was like, oh, this is a butt whooping. And then next thing you know, what happened?
They don't got no defense.
All right, who y'all picking?
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
What you mean, obviously, Mr. Detroit Lions, Mr. Detroit Tigers?
Hey, Ohio State is my college football team, bro.
I don't like Ohio State, but I ain't stupid.
You just said that because Bud ain't watching today.
Nah, fuck Michigan for real. they some cheaters anyway. They don't deserve nothing but fucking what they're getting right now.
All of them cheaters. It's just a matter of time before you get caught. That's all that is.
Don't get caught.
Ohio
I'm gonna go. Wait. I tried to tell him, Bud.
Michigan catching strays.
He said he what? He the king of his castle now. He gonna say it proud. He said, "Fuck Michigan," and said it like with his chest puffed out too. The comfort of his own home now.
But nowadays, what I will say, there's really no reason to cheat. You ain't got to. You can pay a motherfucker all you want.
Right. Before we get too political in here, let's talk about Tehran's top 12.
Yo.
Where's Colorado at, Terran? You said they were gonna make it.
Man, I was joking.
Wow.
Hey,
why no respect for Iowa State, man? Why you still got them?
Huh?
Why you got Iowa State still back some, man?
Come on, that's supposed to be number 5. Come on, like
I was gonna keep them up there, but I said, man, hey, if they played Georgia, them like you said, if they played any of them, though, honestly, they gonna get killed. Probably.
I don't have no issue with your list. Maybe Ole Miss.
I mean, Bama could have been in from, and Bama did beat Georgia, but they still, I mean, that loss at Vanderbilt is crazy, though. That's how they would look at it, but then they still beat Georgia. But
I don't see how y'all think
they lost last. You know how it go when you lose last. Sometimes it hurts you.
Would you say D80?
I don't know how y'all think that loss is so crazy, man. It's just, you know.
What?
I would say that.
How it's not crazy.
They are going to the playoff and possibly a national championship still with that loss. It don't mean really much.
Oh no, I'm saying no. Oh no, the loss don't mean that. I'm saying the loss was crazy to Vanderbilt, but I'm saying they still gonna go. But you know how it go. Whoever lose last, sometimes lose back though. That's how
Wait, so you talk about the loss Georgia got or the Bama loss?
I'm talking about the Bama loss to Vandy.
Oh, well, it matters in the sense of because seeding matters now. So yeah, you're right. They're still going to playoffs. But the path is going to be harder because they lost to that whack-ass team they should have lost to. Or maybe they deserve to lose to.
But they're going to get plot armor, bro, because it's Alabama. I mean, everyone wants Alabama to fucking be the top-tier football team, right?
I think the team the most disrespected on here probably, besides, well, honestly, probably is Clemson.
Right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
It's Clemson. Because, I mean, they got mollywopped by Georgia, but they're everybody with the law. Well, maybe they the only one with the. I guess maybe them and Alabama or them and Georgia are the only ones with 2 reasonable losses out of everybody on here, right?
Yeah, a respectable loss.
Respectable loss, yeah.
And look, can I show their schedule real quick?
But Bama beat Georgia. Clemson didn't, right?
Who's scheduled on the show?
Right, but then Bama lost to Vandy, and we gonna punish you for Vandy.
Yeah. You're right.
Zoom that in.
I think that is that bigger right there? Or no?
There we go.
Yeah, they might.
I think that they probably are going to lose one more game, or maybe
I
even
think that
2.
South Carolina game gonna be that South Carolina game be good.
Probably win.
That hometown, that state game.
Louisville. The Citadel, they're going to win. Virginia Tech, they're going to win.
No, I think they're going
to lose to South Carolina.
That's going to be a game.
I think they're going to lose to South Carolina. But I don't see no way that they're not going to win their conference, truthfully.
Yeah.
Unless
they don't play Miami, so they'll probably play Miami in the conference championship. But hell, if Miami stays undefeated, then both of them could have an argument to be in.
I don't see how they can. How can they avoid playing each other in the same conference? That don't make sense.
Because they, it's just with the scheduling. Because everybody's, added more teams now.
Yeah,
so you can't play everybody.
It's to the point now, those little teams where everybody really can just play everybody in their conference. Well, some of the teams.
Oh, they're not gonna give up getting an easy game.
Nobody right. That's what it is. Nobody want to start off with conference like straight conference and that's it. Nah. Other schools would be sick with it though if they start doing it though, because they get like that's why I said it sucks when you pay a school all that money and lose some.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's why you gotta watch who you pick. You can't be picking like Appalachian State and teams like that's known for doing shit like that. I'm
North
picking
Dakota,
somebody
like man,
right. I'm not playing with them.
B2 schools, like you don't want to. You better watch out who you is when you schedule those teams.
Yep. All right, Big Chicken, let's go. You pick whatever you want to go to next.
Next, we'll do sporting news. In the start it off, we got New York versus Minnesota in the WNBA Finals. The Lynx versus the Liberty.
Yeah, you get Connecticut out of here.
Lynx.
Yep, I'm rooting for the Lynx. Come on, Nafisa. Let's do it.
I think I was just talking about old girl from Minnesota about it on last episode or the episode before that. So one of the girls on there. So yeah, let's go Lynx. Woohoo! Hot chicks. Hot chick.
Very.
I don't know, man. Let's go WNBA Finals. It's off. I'm sure. Hopefully the ratings are still good and people are tuning in to check it out and supporting these talented individuals as they go out there and compete for a championship. I got my money on the Lynx. Does anybody else care to make their pick?
I got New York, man.
I don't know on this one.
I mean, the Liberty got the firepower to do it. You know what I'm saying? Sabrina Ionescu didn't really. She's still one of the best shooters, best point guards in the WNBA.
Sure is.
I mean, you can't. Brianna Stewart is the freaking KD of the WNBA. I mean, she's just long and lengthy and can hit just about every shot on the court, man. And she has a relentless motor. So, I mean, they got all the weapons. But again, Nafisa Collier, in my opinion, they're just a team of destiny right now. I think they're going to take it. And I'm going to, not UConn, but Connecticut. Because the way Connecticut did Caitlin Clark. Sorry, I just feel the kind of way about it. Who cares? But I'm just saying.
I think that
Lights out, ladies.
Lights out. All right, chicken.
Next, we got the Guardians versus the Tigers, Game 3.
Y'all don't want to talk no shit no more, huh?
Oh man, who knew?
I mean, I was watching the game at work. I didn't know. I had to look it up that the Tigers were up 2-1. I didn't know. After that first game, I didn't care to know.
Man, I'm about to drive Bud over to your house to whoop your ass.
Cleveland just being Cleveland again.
I just
they're sneaking their way through these playoffs right now, bro. I was reading a stat today that they don't have any player with over like 25 RBIs, 25 stolen bases. Yeah, there's like a whole list of stats, and they're the only team to make the playoffs to do it. It's pretty fucking crazy.
That's just no cheating.
Maybe, but
that shit don't matter. Don't matter.
It's about bullshit.
Watch when they come out. They're like, we had beepers on our chest again. I'm just being silly. I'm being that.
Yeah, let's go Tigers. That's right.
Oh my gosh.
And you guys got players at home. And you guys got players at home. Ooh, that's scary.
Whatever, man. Everybody's scared, man. We ready now. We ready. Hey, big chicken, go to the next one, man. Hurry up.
Past 2 games.
You got the Utah expansion team beating the Blackhawks 5-2 in season opener.
Is this their first year for the
first season? Yep.
Hell yeah.
They got the first W. Oh,
Utah Hockey Club
against the Blackhawks.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of crazy.
Hockey Club, baby, my favorite team.
Wait, Utah couldn't come up with a better name?
Nope, we're the Hockey Club. Woohoo!
No, they
that is terrible.
They tried to buy a name from a certain group, but I think the group denied it, so they had to come up with something last minute.
I'm shocked.
They were doing negotiations, and the group was like, "Nope."
What part
they
of
would have
Utah?
had it, but they didn't let them have it.
What part of Utah are they in? Are they in Salt Lake City?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm surprised that they
just believe
a hockey
they left Arizona.
They are in the Delta Center, so they're in the
Salt Lake City
arena of Utah Jazz.
That's strange. They're just now getting a hockey team.
Yeah, that is different.
Yeah.
They didn't even have a name yet.
Next, we have the Royals and the Yankees in a tough fight right now.
I hate the Yankees.
Aaron Judge at?
Yeah. I don't care for either of those teams.
I ain't got no love for neither one of them. No love for either one of them, man. But you know, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. If I had to pick one, give me Kansas City. I just hate the Yankees. They don't know how to earn it. They gotta buy it.
They're playing right now, and it's tied 2-2. And the series is tied 1-1.
The game's tied right now.
Yo.
When do they play again?
Let's see. When do they play again? They play tomorrow at 8:00.
Shout out Kathy, man. She tuned in. She said, I gotta listen to it live now since I can't hear it in the basement.
That's right. She was asking me, she's like, how can I put it on the TV? I was like, you just got to go to YouTube and type it in on the TV.
Shout out Kathy. Let's go. I think it's tennis time. That's what's next on there.
Yep, it's tennis time.
I normally don't rap about shit like this, but I figured, what the hell? Niggas gon' ride, niggas gon' ride, niggas gon' ride each and every night. Niggas gon' ride, niggas gon' ride, niggas gon' ride each and every night. Niggas gon' ride, niggas gon' ride, niggas gon' ride each and every night. The sun don't shine where I stay, niggas getting built in my hood every day. Every night I'm on my knees looking for a way. Please don't forgive me, I got an AK. Niggas know, the sun don't shine where I stay, niggas getting built in my hood every day. Every night I'm on my knees looking for a way. Please don't forgive me, I got an AK. Niggas know, don't shine where I stay.
That's still my shit, D80. It's still my
I appreciate it. Triple salute, man. Okay, so now shit. Okay, that's what I was gonna call this segment, but too many curse words because I curse as it is. But anyway, so the world has turned its Sauron-like gaze to the mystical cities of Wuhan and Shanghai, China. Last week, Coco Gauff had took home the major championship in the Beijing Open, winning $1.1 million in coffee pot biggie trophy thing that she got. Man, it's freaking amazing. Hope it's pure gold. But anyway, congrats to you, Prize, for doing it. And Coco has also jumped in the Wuhan series, so she's going to do good out there, and we'll see how that jumps off. Now, next to Wuhan, you have China. You have Shanghai, China, which is where the men are. And the men are, I wanted to highlight today, was the number 3 ranked player in the world, Carlos Alcaraz. Straight up butter. He is no joke at all. And if it wasn't for Jannik Sinner and Novak Djokovic, number 2, this guy would clearly be the favorite player, favorite men's player in tennis. Right now, he has won 12 straight, and that means he's on fucking fire. Okay? Yeah. So it's good to see him do his thing. Now, I ain't gonna front. He did beat Frenchman Gael Monfils just a couple hours back. We want to see the black man win, but it's Carlos Alcaraz. So when you get your ass kicked by the Spaniard, you just got to take it. And to be honest with y'all, football, basketball, baseball, any other North American sport, we would have been talking about this in headlines. Before the match, I'm probably gonna lose. I'm gonna do my best, but I'm probably gonna lose. It's Carlos Alcaraz, so I'm probably gonna lose. Never ever admit defeat, man. It's just a sports kind of mentality that we have in America, and of course he's French, so that's a little different thing.
Hell no. Now I'm not eating French fries tonight.
Yeah, but so, shout out for being on fire and still doing this thing. So back over to the Wuhan. Back over to Wuhan. I wanted to mention Haley Baptiste. She's from America. Homegirl has been doing her thing. I've been watching her for about a year or two. So she'll get into these tournaments. She'll make a win. I mean, she'll win a couple matches and then she'll disappear and kind of, do onesies and twosies. This time, she beat Barbara Krejcikova. And it's like, okay, who is that? Well, she's the shit. Biggest upset in the Wuhan tournament so far. So now everybody's like, who is Haley Baptiste? So they want to know who she is. When the match started, she was getting her ass whooped. Okay? And then she was destroying Krejcikova in 2 straight sets, and nobody has done that in years. So it's like, okay, well, who is this Negro? So gonna keep an eye on Haley Baptiste. This kind of win could propel her career going into 2025 season for major championships right in line. If she heats up at the right time, you can see her kind of pulling a Jasmine Paolini kind of situation where the girl has the power. And that's one of the main things that you need in tennis, by the way, especially on the female side, because after Serena, power is just about everything. Of course, footwork and grace helps. But anyway, right. So on the last part, I did want to say that the most illest article that had just came out on WTAtennis.com is the and she just pours her heart out in this article. It talks about her new coaches. It talks about her new lease on life, the way she looks at things. And then she quotes Asia Wilson as helping her get the mentality that she needed to go out and win in Beijing last week. And then hopefully in Wuhan. And then that's dope to see. And the girl's only 20 years old. Okay? The girl's only 20 years old.
Bro, there's so many young stars in tennis right now.
Yeah. It's amazing, man. It's so amazing. Sometimes when I see these ages, I'm like, damn, are you serious? And yes, I'm that old. And that's the tennis segment for the day. But I just want to so shouts out to Carlos Alcaraz, shouts out to Coco Gauff, and shouts out to Haley Baptiste. All in these tournaments and just kicking butt right now.
Let's go.
Oh, yes.
Well, next up, we got the NFL.
GM season.
Killer, what up?
Let's not even waste time. Let's talk about, we got Robert Saleh being fired on Tuesday with something, I kind of called, but just 2 failed quarterbacks kind of can cause this.
I think was it the ownership that made the call, but they escorted him out and he didn't even get to address the team. They was like security and everything escorted him out. I don't know if he just came in not expecting to get fired, pissed off, or I'll be pissed off with him.
He didn't know his season. I feel like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. I don't think he wanted Aaron Rodgers.
No, he pushed for it. No, he pushed for it. He wanted it. Yeah. Well, then, shit. Because he kind of wanted him to teach Zach Wilson was his kind of original idea from what I remember hearing about. And with him being fired, he legit thought he was coming in that day to start game planning for the Bills. Like he came in like, yo, we got to start planning. And came in and then was escorted out immediately without him being told fully.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he must have pissed the owner off big time.
I was thinking that too.
I spent all this money on Aaron Rodgers and we suck still.
That's
I was the 3rd round pick on somebody who's on the Broncos and they ain't even starting there. And then now I got Aaron Rodgers. He can't teach shit. He can't throw shit. What do I got him for?
And it's your fault.
It's your fault, bald man.
Whoa, I didn't even know this.
That's management fault for gambling on a 40-year-old quarterback.
Reggie,
CC,
you
I
see
didn't
that?
hear that either.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I see that, but I'm gonna just disregard that. But that's management's fault for gambling on a 40-year-old quarterback. What did you think was going to happen? He's not Aaron Rodgers at 30. So
I don't know how true that is.
That he was going to demote Nathaniel Hackett, and from what they were saying is that with Nathaniel Hackett being Aaron Rodgers' guy, he's in a sense protected. So with the losses, and it's not even really, I mean, they're not really doing that bad, but with him and Aaron really not being on the same page, I just felt like they wanted to get rid of the guy. The reason to do it now, I don't know. With Aaron being hurt, that puts you at a disadvantage because come Monday night, if he can't play, I don't even know who the Jets' backup is. And if he's not 100%, and if he can play and he's still not 100%, unless you're going to hand it off to Breece Hall 35 times a game, you're going to be screwed because you're going to have to throw it against the Bills.
So the backup for the Jets is Tyrod Taylor. In their third is a injured Jordan Travis.
I haven't heard that.
Shouts out to CC. Thank you for the comment, babe. Appreciate that.
Appreciate the comment.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest with y'all. The firing is really bad, but then I'll say this to y'all. When did the Jets ever do anything that made sense?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't.
Never.
I don't see this being anything outside of what they've done for the past 2 decades. And I'm a Browns fan, so I can say that crazy shit because we didn't.
They're the Clippers of the NFL.
So, I'm just piggyback off of what CC said. He did in week 5 where Lebanese flag tapped his arm during that game.
Like he has right now?
Yeah. So,
I
don't know.
think that's his exact outfit from the game. Sorry. I think that's his exact outfit from it.
Yeah. He was the first Muslim head coach in NFL history. He was the 4th Arab American head coach in history, period. So I would hope that that's not the case. But you never know these days.
It probably didn't help is one of the things. I don't think it helped him in this case.
I mean, if we're being real, I didn't know that he was Arab. I'm glad you just told me that. But if we're being real, and he's an Arab American, right? How would you not think he's pro-Palestine? It's common sense, right?
Well, I mean, we've talked about it before, linked on other shows and whatnot. So it's one of those things of this is where we're at.
If that's the reason, it's gonna come out.
Yeah,
you know.
But what I'm saying is, you have to listen. In your mind, if you are owner, right,
mm-hmm.
and you go to hire him, you already know that. Is my point. You know that. How can you not be? Whether if you say it or not, he don't have to openly say, "Hey, I'm pro-Palestine." He don't have to say it. He is. You know that. So I really don't see why a person would fire him because of that. I don't get that.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just because he I don't know.
Is this a fabricated picture?
We don't know that.
Is this a fabricated picture?
No, this is from his interview and
he wore it in whatever case. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what that is on his shoulder, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a Lebanese flag.
Right, well, that's kind of obvious.
Sun a little less firing, but let's talk about the Vikings being on fire right now, and how are we feeling about them?
Well, I think J.J. McCarthy would have the situation, but I'm happy for Sam Darnold because, truth be told, man, anytime you come into the league as a number 1 draft pick or a high draft pick, man, they expect immediate production. If you don't get that, it's a wrap. Look at Baker Mayfield, Bryce Young, unfortunately. But you look at what's going on in Minnesota, and I'm thinking if J.J. McCarthy comes back, I don't even know if he's going to start, y'all.
He shouldn't.
I don't. I think he's out for the. I think he's out for
He's
the
out
season.
for the season anyways.
Yeah, he's out for the season. So he had no.
No, but when he comes back, if Sam Darnold takes his team to the playoffs and wins a couple games, or man, I don't want to say God forbid, I would say forbid a Super Bowl. I couldn't stand if Minnesota's in the Super Bowl.
I don't foresee them giving
be hard to
him
replace
a
that
massive contract extension though, because you still have that rookie quarterback, so you're not going to give him a massive contract.
They were in love.
Ask
With,
for one.
They were in love with
JJ. Like
yeah, they were in love with him. So I mean, they'll probably Sam. I don't know how many years he's on. Is he just on a 1-year contract?
It's a 1 year. It's a 1 year.
So I can see them re-upping him, letting him start again next season, and then if he continues, then you deal with it then. But if he starts to falter, then you just go to JJ. But you don't want to create that controversy when you just drafted a guy that you really was liking, who's going to be the starter going into the season.
And to be fair, if we're just being honest, this is a good situation to be in, if anything, to have a quarterback you didn't think was going to be this great starting off 5-0. You can't be mad at the scenario.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Yeah, that's dope.
You can't.
Who knew Sam Darnold was going? No one had this in their bingo card.
Oh, and then what about Brian Flores though? Because he's the DC for that defense. So I think if they do well, he's probably up for a head coaching situation, maybe, right?
Do you think he'll get another chance?
I don't know if anyone's going to give him that. I ain't going to lie to you. I don't see that happening.
Listen,
not a good head coach. Just
D80, you might got a point, bro. You might got one because listen.
I mean, think about it.
Most of their wins are predicated off their defense. I just looked at it. I looked at Sam Darnold's stats, and they look great, but it has to be their defense, bro. So you might got a point. This might be his chance.
But I just believe, and not that because I didn't know about the whole Jets fire. So my actual thoughts, I had him landing in
Cleveland.
My first thought was the Saints. Opportunity there, and again with that defense that they have, I think he could do something. But then when Derek Carr went down, it's like, man, you don't want to go to a team without a quarterback.
Right.
But again, because he's already been there. He's the first stint in Miami. But if Brian Daboll gets fired, or again going into the Jets situation, if the interim doesn't make it, and Ulbrich, the new interim head coach for the Jets, if he doesn't make it, I can see Flores being in a situation like that because that defense will be so nasty. Sauce Gardner on the end. You got Quentin Williams in there. Don't know if Hassan Reddick's going to be there or not, but it'd be nasty. I don't know. I love to see him get a shot, but
Well, I'm happy to bring up this next one because I love to be a hater. Let's talk about the Browns, a team not on fire. Should they replace Watson or not?
Yes. You have nothing else better to lose. Listen, your season's on the line, right? You got two borderline elite wide receivers on both ends, right? You got to put somebody in there that's gonna fucking throw it to him. That's your only chance at this point, right? Hell yeah, put Winston in there. He's gonna throw it.
Listen, and the thing I like about Winston that I don't like about Watson is Watson's not willing to change his game. Even if he's not performing at his best, he is not willing to change his game. He said it himself. I think Jameis is willing to risk the game or change his game up to fit the better scheme. Mm-hmm. I just feel like you go with Winston here. You don't try to keep giving this Watson thing a chance.
You can't. Your season is almost over. You got to fucking try.
Hey, all I know is fire Stefanski. He should have been walked out on Tuesday. But
it's not his fault.
It is his fault. Look at Baker Mayfield balling right now away from the Browns. Look at Sean Watson over here struggling. I mean, bro, I don't know how you go from that to this.
Every time.
And people forget, like, he wasn't a play caller when he left Minnesota. Before he got hired by the Browns, he got credited as offensive coordinator, but somebody else was already hired as the play caller for the Minnesota Vikings. They had that good offense. I think that Stefanski is a good guy, but I think he's stubborn.
You don't think that the quarterbacks look bad every time Chubbs is hurt? You don't think that?
Wait, hold up. Don't forget about Joe last year.
Oh,
He
Joe
carried that
Flacco.
dead body of a Joe Flacco was throwing that.
Yeah, he was.
He carried that team to win it to the playoffs. It was none else besides Joe.
That's true. When I'm stumped, I'm stumped.
And it don't hurt that they lost Callahan, their offensive line coach too. It don't help that the offensive line is playing trash right here. Rico Wright,
Now the offensive line is hurt. Like 3 starters are out, and then they tried to bring Jedrick Wills back too early, and he got hurt again. So now he's out again. So
who trash? Madison trash? They got to be trash.
The team is lost, man. The coach got to go. The team is lost. They are lost. They just don't look in it. They don't believe. They're
not the coach's decision to start Deshaun. That's management decision, man.
Georgie, I disagree. I disagree with Georgie. He's saying Cleveland's line been trash for years. No, it was just like a year or two ago.
No, he said trash all year. He said trash all year.
Oh yeah, I'm misreading. I thought it said for years. My
I
bad.
thought the same thing.
No. He said for years. No, he said for years.
He said for years.
All year, 4 years.
He said
they tripping, man. They just was
has been trash all year, 4 years. So he says been trash.
And then the year before they line was balling. What are you talking about?
Right, you couldn't stop them from running the ball not that long ago, bro.
Man, I just think Stefanski is the problem. I do. You just can't have all this talent and these people these players underperforming. They're just not bought in. And I mean, we can sit there and say, okay, it's Watson's not his fault, but everything else still happened. And you got a defense that's underperforming. You put these guys in, that's his staff. I mean, he didn't hire a good enough replacement for the offensive line coach that he had. So, and believe it or not, if I got to pick between getting rid of the GM, who has done some amazing moves as far as freeing up cap and other things, or I go with Stefanski, I'm getting rid of Stefanski.
This is why they trash. They got 2 players with 84 and this player with 4 right here.
Isn't the same GM that gave Watson all the money he got for no reason before he
That
signed?
also got it set up that he can sit there and maneuver that salary. So if they need to, or Watson fucks up again, or whatever case, they could get up out of it. The way they set that contract up when everybody was criticizing at first, the guy has been looking like a genius. Like we've been going through the years with this contract and the way he did it.
And what anybody doing this picture? You better get a massage, huh?
Jokes. Next topic, please.
Besides that, we talked about the Saints earlier. We got the Saints looking to start Rattler.
Who is that?
Spencer Rattler. One of the best college quarterbacks of all time.
That's the dude from South Carolina?
Yeah, South Carolina and Oklahoma. Yep.
Remember, man, that first he was balling that first in college, man.
I never heard him a day in my life.
But he ain't leave. He should have to the field.
Listen, he was a starter before Caleb Williams became the star he was.
Yeah, he was balling. He balled that year, man. He had a chance to leave and came back, and he ain't do so good.
What you say, D80?
Who was the guy that was playing for Atlanta last year? The quarterback. That's
old boy that went to Cincinnati. He's the one that got traded to the Cardinals.
Do you remember his name?
The hell is his name?
Him?
Wait,
no,
the dude played for the Falcons?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about that's messed up. Desmond Ritter.
Yeah, Desmond Ritter. Yeah.
Okay. So this is 2 different guys. Okay.
Yeah, 2 different.
Remember 2020, he bought out for Oklahoma, Spencer.
Yeah, but he came back and was stubborn and thought he could be whatever. And
he had a chance to leave that year. He'd have been in the top 15 if he'd have left that year. After that year,
and that's how Caleb got that crazy start his freshman season. Yeah,
he got that start when he pushed. Remember, he ended up winning that game when he pushed dude forward against who they played, a ranked team. I know that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Spencer Rattler can ball or not. You guys, I don't recall him being in the NFL ball.
He's got the arm talent, but we don't know if mentally.
The thing that made him bad at Oklahoma was his mindset, and it's because he believed that he was a star and that he didn't have to give up to whatever. But he learned once Caleb started, he was like, "Yo, I'm not what I was at." So he went to South Carolina, and kind of grew a little bit, but we don't know where his mindset is. So I think his mindset's a little better. Though. I think
he was balling in preseason though.
He's got the tools. He's got the tools.
He can be good.
Okay. All right.
But
I'm excited.
We're gonna talk about a quarterback I don't believe in though. Drake May starting versus the Texans.
That picture doesn't even look real, bro. That shit looks AI generated.
Right. PlayStation 2 cover looking.
You said PlayStation 2. That's horrible.
I really hope Gerard Mayo does not get fired. To be honest with you guys, but I don't see that offensive line is worse than the Browns' offensive line, man. This dude's gonna be running for his life. I'm not gonna even, man. I don't even want to think about it. Like, oh my gosh, like. Now, granted, if you do some stuff I ain't never seen, great, but I'm not expecting too much.
Man, and it's crazy though. We're in a time where, man, you lose four games in a row, 3 games in a row, they putting them rookies in right away, man. Remember back then, like they still had to wait no matter what. You gonna go 2-14 off rep, or you gonna go 3 and like now they putting them in there. They don't care. Line sorry or not, man. Yeah, they put them under the fire right away.
Yeah, cause that's crazy. Like you see your offensive line, you see his fucking life. Like, why would you put him
to?
Huh?
You got to, especially if you're a coach, because the leash is shorter now. They'll fire you.
Yeah, I said the leash shorter in all the positions, man. It's definitely shorter now, man.
And that's what I was saying about Cleveland. Listen, Stefanski, if you hear me, you better put Jameis Winston in it. That's your only chance at this point.
Man.
Even if Jameis Winston was starting, he'd be having us laughing though. That dude a clown. Silly as heck, boy.
Oh, he does.
He's silly as heck. Like have him mic'd up, man. You know he gonna have us rolling.
Hey, I'm here for it.
Listen, not only gonna have people laughing, but he's gonna make the game at least fun. He might throw a couple picks, but he's gonna have a fun game while doing it.
I swear, I hope they do the 30 for 30 on him, man. 30 TDs and 30 enters. They got to do that 30 for 30 on this dude.
Oh wow, wow,
that'd be dope.
Yeah,
you don't think he had 30 for 30 at Tampa Bay? That's wild.
I will never forget his 33 and 30 season.
Man, do the 30 for 30 on him, man, from Tampa Bay. That'd be dope.
Bro, that dude is
like explain that, man.
Bro, but he threw for 5,000 yards that season.
Crazy.
He just kept throwing it. That's what he kept doing. Just
he was balling, man. He was balling and not balling.
He said, "Look good enough. Throw it. Come on."
Man.
That's the type of quarterback I want.
Not balling at the same time, man. That is crazy.
Hey, that's
a great fave. I was about him.
Just think about if 10 of those, if he just threw 23 enters, that sound crazy. And say if 10 of those, like man, those was completions, dude could have had 6,000 yards easy, probably, which is crazy.
I don't know what happened. He balled out, got that Heisman Trophy, then it all just went downhill.
I think eventually his career is going to turn out right. If what's the dude that played for Seattle? If Geno can turn his career around and play, it'll be a solid quarterback.
You got to come in there for the Browns and do it. Just to
sure Jameis can do it. I'm sure he can because
to
me, Jameis Winston has more arm talent than him for sure. Decision making probably is a little worse, or a lot worse, but he has more arm talent than Geno Smith.
Bro,
sure.
He'll throw it. He gonna get you them passes. And he gonna take them chances. He a gunslinger. So whatever it takes to get the Browns back on track, I'm for it. I'm rooting with you, brother.
Man.
I stand with you.
Rough season.
It's just I don't know what's going on right here, but something's happening, and I'm impressed with it. I don't know.
Oh, practice.
Jameson on a normal day.
Football, baseball.
Oh,
that's Jameis Winston right there. That's my hero.
It's my hero. All
I'm
right,
surprised
man.
He never really tried to play pitcher, like minor league pitcher. I'm surprised.
I think he was a MLB prospect.
He was.
Yeah. C5, what you got? You got anything for us?
Unfortunately, I don't have any plays this week, guys. I had a busy week.
Congrats again on the new crib, man. Can't wait to show up to the housewarming party. Turn up.
Salute.
Strippers through.
Appreciate it, guys.
He said stripper.
He gonna get in trouble, not me. You can go ahead and send. You can go ahead afterwards and sing me the Golden Girls theme song. Thank you for being a friend.
Yeah, silly man.
Yo, anybody got any shout outs? Shout out any love they want to show?
Shout out to all y'all and everybody watching.
Shout out to Teran. About to be somebody grandpappy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out of Pappy.
I'm about to show him all the film on me in the church league. Oh, I'm about to show her all the film on the church league so she can see.
He about to show all his stats. You know what I'm saying?
She be like, Granddad, that was you over here getting crossed by Pastor Jones. I'm like, nah, that wasn't me. That was DJ. DJ likes that. Hey, that was DJ, man. He like being on his knees. That's why he got crossed over. He wanted to be on his knees.
Yo, shout out Bud, man. Always tuning in, checking us out.
Salute.
Shout out Kathy, stop through.
Salute.
Shout out CC, stop through.
Salute.
Show some love.
Shout out Mama Duke stopping through tonight.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out to you guys, man.
You freeze up?
I think so.
I'm here.
Hey, he got his mouth open too. Look, he got his mouth open. Look. Nigga, ready for that glizzy.
Y'all silly.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
Y'all silly.
I'm about to say, why is my thing on?
Had a great pod tonight. Great pod.
Great pod. Appreciate y'all, man. So.
Big checks, big deposits. I got it. Hey, run that shit up, Trace. Run it up. I got it. Run it up. I got it. Run it up. I got it. Big checks with big deposits. Run it up. 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 Big checks with big deposits. Big bag what I be on. Play the corner like Dion. Hard code like Freon. No time for you peons. Pandemic ain't stop nothing. Apply pressure, I'm job hunting. Risk good, I'ma bop something.